సో తెలుగు డయాస్పోరాతో మొదలు పెడదామండి. బికాస్ దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ తెలుగు డయాస్పోరా, అబౌట్ ఇండియన్ లైఫ్ ఇన్ అమెరికా, ఇండియన్ కల్చర్ అసిమిలేషన్, వీటన్నిటి గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాను కాబట్టి నేను ఫాలో అయ్యేది ఎక్కువగా ట్విట్టర్లో, న్యూస్ అన్ని ఎక్కువ ఫాలో అయ్యేది ట్విట్టర్లోనండి. నాకెప్పుడు వచ్చే ఫీడ్ అంతా న్యూస్ ఐటమ్స్ మీద వస్తాయి, ప్లస్ పీపుల్ హూ ఐ ట్రస్ట్ వాళ్ళ దగ్గర నుంచి వస్తాయి. కొందరు వీడియోస్ ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేసి పెడుతుంటారు, అవి ఎక్కువ వస్తూ ఉంటాయి నాకు. అలాగే న్యూయార్క్ టైమ్స్, వాల్ స్ట్రీట్ జర్నల్, వాటి ఫీడ్లు కూడా వస్తూ ఉంటాయి నాకు. బట్ ఇటీవల ఈ 1 వీక్లో ఈ టెక్సస్లో ఇండియన్స్ గురించి, అలాగే యాంటీ పాకిస్తాన్ సెంటిమెంట్, యాంటీ ఇస్లాం సెంటిమెంట్, షరియా టెక్సస్ లో కుమ్మేస్తున్నారు. అలాగే టెక్సస్ గవర్నర్ హీస్ కోజీ విత్ ఇండియన్స్ అని టెక్సస్ గవర్నర్ గ్రెగ్ అబాట్ మీద మీమ్స్, ఇలాంటివన్నీ వస్తున్నాయి నాకు. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్, బీ మైండ్ఫుల్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫీడ్ యూ గెట్, సోషల్ మీడియా ఫీడ్ యూ గెట్. What I mean by that is, మీరు క్లిక్ చేసుకుంటూ పోతే you are digging into in that direction and then the algorithms are feeding what you want to see. That does not necessarily mean they are the real issues. So I am mindful of the feed. Just because I'm following these stories, maybe it is feeding me. So ఎంతవరకు ఇంపార్టెన్స్ లేదా ఉంటుందో లేదా అనేది గురించి నాకే సందిగ్ధంలో ఉన్నాను. కానీ ఒకే అంశం, ఈ సరా గంజాలెస్ స్టోరీ 1 month బ్యాక్ ఇప్పుడు కవర్ చేశాం కదా, that got into Fox News. That is a bigger issue. అది కవర్ చేద్దామన్న ఉద్దేశంతోనే చెప్తున్నాం. This thing that is coming in my feed, I just want to have a conversation about it. The Dallas cattle statues were built to honor settlers driving longhorn across open plains. Fast forward 150 years now, serving as the backdrop for Telugu TikTok dance routines. Actually, I kind of enjoyed this dance, but I don't know what the problem of this person is. I don't know if she is she or a he or a bot, we don't know. 6,800 followers. Okay, you get the idea. A music ki dance చేస్తున్నారు ఇద్దరు young people. నాకు అర్థం కాదు ఏంటంటే, it is not a huge crowd gathering event. They probably are playing the music there and they're dancing at it. Somebody, వాళ్ళే పెట్టుకున్నారేమో ఆ వీడియో తీసి ఎక్కడో సోషల్ మీడియాలో పెట్టుకున్నారు. ఈ పర్సన్కి ఏంటో దప్పుడు అయినా అర్థం కాదు. దిస్ ఈస్ నాట్ లైక్, they're not disrupting anything. They're all statues. They're just performing a dance. So ఇది నేను అనేది. I don't want to be overly alarmist about stuff. I will also show you another one, just to have a conversation about it. ఇది somebody is having this in their street. They're not disrupting anything. ఇది వాళ్ళ స్ట్రీట్ లో వాళ్ళు చేసుకుంటున్నారు. Yeah, I mean, this person has an objection for that. So what? I mean, what is your problem? I don't understand. This person has about 15,000 followers. ఇది ఎంతమంది చూసారు? 738. But నాకెందుకు వచ్చిందో నాకు తెలియదు. Maybe because I was following these news, right? I also want to mention, there is a positive side of it too. There are people who don't care and they don't mind and they say the right thing. ఇది Kiran garu, he sent me this one. Ignore these hateful losers. All are welcome here. There are a couple of people. This is also from Texas, Dallas area nunchi vachindi. So my critique of Indian community is, when you are in groups, in large groups, in public spaces, be mindful of your surroundings and to somehow, like, yeah, some couple of youngsters having fun in front of statues. I don't get it. Why these people are so riled up about it, and then why we should be concerned about it. I don't think like we can ignore those people. You have to remember, there are people, nice people like this, who don't look at it that way. ఇంకోటి, ఈ సిస్కో సిటీ కౌన్సిల్ మీటింగ్ ఏంటో నాకు తెలియదు. 2 వారాలు కూడా ఉంటుందేమో నాకు తెలియదు. మళ్ళీ చాలా సీఎన్ గాయ ఆల్సో February 17th ఏదో మీటింగ్ అయింది, దానికి వెళ్ళాడు, ఏదో కూర్చాడు. I watched that and I said, like, maybe I shouldn't be giving too much airtime for him. Problem is, I did mention that he made it to Dallas Morning News. And here is the problem I am having with Ivanni. These are not necessarily worth paying too much attention. And lesser influencer people, anti-Indian sentiment spread చేసే వాళ్ళ గురించి ఎక్కువగా worry అవ్వాల్సిన పని లేదు. But you know what the worrisome aspect is? When Fox News elevates people like Sara Gonzalez, I won't play the whole thing. Will Kane, this guy is a bigot. He's one of the second-rate ఫాక్స్లో ఒపీనియన్ షో ఉన్నవాడు విల్కేన్ అనేవాడు. సో హీ బ్రాట్ Sarah Gonzalez, and then they had a conversation, and then so now this thing, her YouTube ఛానల్ నేను అప్పుడు చూసినప్పుడు ఎంత 250,000 ఎంత చూసారో ఎంతవరకు లేదు తెలియదు, కానీ ఇండియాలో యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్స్ విపరీతంగా సెన్సేషనలైజ్ చేసేయాయి. నేను క్రిటిసైజ్ చేసినట్టుగా తక్కువ మంది చేసినట్టున్నారు ఆవిడ టాక్టిక్స్ ని. బట్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ద థింగ్స్ వాట్ ఐ ఆమ్ సేయింగ్ ఇస్ ఎవ్రీబడి డిసైడెడ్ లైక్ ఆవిడ స్టోరీ కరెక్టే, ర్యాంప్ అండ్ ఫ్రాడ్ జరుగుతుంది H1B. సో కెన్ ప్యాక్స్టన్, హూస్ రన్నింగ్ ఫర్ ద సెనెట్, హూస్ ద అటార్నీ జనరల్ ఆఫ్ Texas, of course, he's a politician, he's running for election, he's trying to elevate this conversation by starting an investigation. And investigation, attorney general అయితే ఇన్నైనా ఓపెన్ చేస్తారు. That doesn't mean shit, like they can prove anything. Anyway, Wilkane మొత్తం ప్లే చేయను. So I will see, he was...
Welcome back. There's a story going absolutely viral online that's boiling up in real life here in Dallas. Earlier this month, it came to a head. A Dallas Morning News headline reads, Frisco residents divided over H-1B visas, Indian takeover at council meeting. Now, Frisco, Texas, is a suburb of Dallas, and it's been one of the nation's fastest growing areas. When I was growing up, Frisco was literally nothing. It was a Dairy Queen and a brothel, nothing else. It began to explode in the early 2000s, going from 33,000 people to more than 230,000 people by 2024. And the Asian population has driven a lot of that growth. In 2000, Asians made up about 2% of the population in Collin County and the Frisco area. Today, they make up 33%. And at that council meeting, there were accusations and questions about if this is about H-1B visas.
People are seeing a difference in daily life, and they are reacting to it. Significant part of this debate has centered on H-1B visas, the local job market, and political donations. They feel like their own traditions and ways of life are being overshadowed, while city leadership dismisses these concerns as racist or xenophobic. Real leadership listens to people without shutting them down. No one here wants violence or racial hostility, but legitimate questions about jobs, community integration, culture change, and political influence need to be heard and answered, not waved away.
It's not racist to ask about massive and fast cultural upheaval. In the last 10 years, we've seen this population, this clash of cultures in a suburb of Dallas. And the real question is, what's going on? Is this about H-1B visas? You know that program has become a cornerstone of the tech industry, allowing U.S. companies to hire highly skilled workers from abroad. But the annual cap for H-1B visas is 85,000 new applications per year. In the year 2024, 71% of those applications and applicants approved were from India. 17,000 new H-1B visas were approved right here in Texas that year. Now, here's the breakdown. As you can see, anywhere from 2,000 to about 1,000 different H-1B visas in the Dallas area in multiple suburbs. Richardson, Irving, Plano, Frisco, McKinney, and Farmers Branch, in addition to Dallas, are all just here in North Texas. But there are also other ways to get an H-1B visa beyond the 85,000 cap. Colleges, universities, nonprofits.
Actually, I'll stop it. I mean, honestly, this guy is a hack. He's a hack for Republicans. He's a hack for Trump, and his head is stuck deeply in, where. But the introduction, it was fairly balanced. He's not like making wild accusations. He's also saying legitimate questions. It always starts that way. And then he brought on Sarah Gonzalez, and then she was sensationalizing her own piece of reporting. Wireline dan gurinchi maatladutunnaru. So what I wanted to say about this one is basically the other guy I follow is James Blunt. This guy is very reasonable. He's not a very popular guy. For some reason, I was following him for different reason. I have no recollection of how I started following, because he sounded reasonable. I was following onward. So this is a white American who is channeling some of my thoughts. Frisco council meetings are weird as how there is literally nothing city council members can do to change the demographics, reduce the number of Indians, make Indian restaurants disappear, or stop people from shopping at Costco. Totally agree on this. That's not how cities or the laws work. Cities don't control who moves in, who opens business, or who eats where, markets, housing, supply, and state federal laws do. So basically, I'm in 100% agreement with this guy. So now, where is the why should we care about? Why should we talk about this? And the video I put out and say, like, be mindful of your surroundings అనేది నా మైండ్ లో ఉన్న క్లారిటీ నేను చెప్తాను. When you are in large groups, be mindful. 1 or 2 people ఉన్నప్పుడు, I mean, so I gave you the example, right? Like, couple of kids, I mean, from my perspective, they're kids, youngsters, they're dancing in front of this cattle, whatever. I guess, like, what's their problem? Who's complaining about it? ఈ Cisco City Council kochi Palaciano, whatever, the guy, he keeps ranting about it. And now he made it to Dallas Morning News, and Sarah Gonzalez made it to Fox News. I look at it 2 ways. This conversation may have just begun. This is what I was telling since at least early December nunchi cheptunanu. Again, the same caution. When you're in large groups, be mindful of your surroundings. But in general, you cannot stop this social media viral phenomenon. మనం చేసింది ఏదో నచ్చకపోయినా కానీ వెళ్ళి జనాలు గోల పెడుతూనే ఉంటారు. సో